Sarah, if you didn't get that. Raise your hand if you like cupcakes. That's pretty much everyone. Well, cupcakes are really good. They're a great little personal dessert, but a lot of times they're really hard to make. So my topic is how to make cupcakes, just like your regular old box cupcakes, but with some helpful tips to make it easier for you to make them. So if you ever want to make cupcakes, these few tips can really help you because there are some things you can't find in the directions on the box. During this presentation, I'll teach you a few simple tricks to make sure your cupcakes always turn out great. I'll begin by just the basic ingredients and how to mix them. Second, I will tell you an easy way to make sure the cupcakes are baked properly, and finally how to frost and decorate them. I'll begin by showing the easiest way to mix the ingredients. So to begin, you want to make sure that you have like a small separate bowl with a harder edge that you can crack the eggs in. And in that bowl, you want to just mix up the 3 eggs, break the yolks, that way it mixes into the box mix-in powder easier. And then after that, you want to take a bigger bowl and you want to put the cupcake mix in, followed by the other 3 ingredients, which are normally 1 1/4 cup of water, 1/3 cup of oil, and the 3 eggs that you already mixed. And while you're doing that, you want to make sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That way you don't have to wait for it to heat up after you mix the ingredients. And then you need to take just the regular cupcake tin and put the little cups in each one. And usually you're going to want to fill those about 2/3 of the way up with the cupcake batter. And next comes baking the cupcakes. So once you've placed them into the pan, usually you want to put them on like a middle rack for about 12 minutes. And if you're at higher altitudes, you actually need to bake things longer than you do at lower altitudes. But I found here in Virginia that if you cook them for about 12 minutes and then take them out, they're usually not done, but an easy way to check is if you take a toothpick or a fork and poke it into the cupcake, and if nothing comes off on the toothpick or fork, then they're done, but if like batter or crumbs come off, they usually need about 2 extra minutes in the oven. And then once they're done, you can take them out and check them a couple of times if you need to. You need to bring them out and let them cool. And once they've cooled, you can begin decorating. Usually the easiest way to start is just with frosting. But most people just want to put on 1 layer frosting, but it helps if you put on what's called a crumb layer first. And that's just like any crumbs that come off the top of the cupcake get trapped in that, so when you put a bigger layer of frosting on, you can't see the crumbs. And then you can decorate them after that however you want, with like sprinkles, or you can do fancier frosting with cake decorating tools. And then they're ready to eat. And as I've said, it's easier to make cupcakes than a lot of people think, and they'll turn out great if you follow these few tips of just mixing the ingredients with the eggs separately until the yolks are broken, baking until they're fully cooked, and you can check that with the toothpick, and then finally decorating them.